Africa is a continent of immense potential, rich in natural resources, booming industries, and a growing economy. While often portrayed as a land of struggle, Africa is home to some of the fastest growing economies in the world. But which countries hold the most wealth? What drives their economies? And how do they compare on the global stage? In this documentary, we explore the richest countries in Africa, measured by gross domestic product, natural resources, and economic diversification. To determine the wealthiest countries in Africa, we look at GDP, which measures the total value of goods and services produced. However, GDP alone doesn't tell the full story. Other key factors include natural resources, oil, gas, minerals and agriculture, industrial output, manufacturing and infrastructure, technology and innovation, the rise of digital economies, and foreign investments and trade. With this in mind, let's explore the top 10 richest countries in Africa. Tanzania, a rising star in East Africa, boasts a GDP of over $80 billion. The economy thrives on gold exports, agriculture, and tourism, with attractions like Serengeti National Park and Mount Kilimanjaro drawing millions of visitors. Key industries: gold mining, coffee production, cashew exports, and tourism. Ghana's economy, valued at around $85 billion, is driven by gold, cocoa production, and oil reserves. As one of Africa's most stable democracies, Ghana attracts foreign investments and is a major player in West Africa. Key industries: gold mining. They are one of the top producers in the world. Cocoa exports. They are the second largest producer globally, and crude oil and natural gas. Ethiopia, with a GDP of $100 billion, is one of Africa's fastest growing economies. Despite not having significant oil reserves, Ethiopia thrives on agriculture, manufacturing, and telecommunications. Key industries include coffee exports as a top producer globally, textile and garment manufacturing, growing digital economy with mobile banking and fintech. Angola's economy, worth around $125 billion, is heavily dependent on oil exports, which make up over 90% of its revenue. It also has vast diamond reserves and a growing agriculture sector. Key industries: oil and gas, diamond mining, and infrastructure development. Morocco's diverse economy sets it apart. With a GDP of around $140 billion, it has a booming tourism industry, a strong automotive sector, and phosphate mining, a crucial element in fertilizers. Key industries: tourism and hospitality. Automobile manufacturing is the largest in North Africa, and phosphate exports. Kenya, with a $150 billion GDP, is an economic hub of East Africa. It leads in technology, finance, and agriculture, with Nairobi known as Africa's Silicon Savannah. Key industries: fintech and mobile banking, the M-PESA revolution, tea and coffee exports, and tourism and wildlife conservation. Algeria's economy, worth $190 billion, is built on oil and natural gas, making it one of Africa's largest energy producers. The government is investing in renewable energy and infrastructure to diversify. Key industries: oil and gas, renewable energy projects, and industrial and construction sectors. With a $400 billion GDP, South Africa is Africa's most industrialized economy. It has a thriving financial sector, a strong mining industry, and is a global leader in automobile production. Key industries: mining gold, diamonds and platinum, banking and finance, and automobile manufacturing. Egypt, with a GDP exceeding $500 billion, has a diversified economy, the Suez Canal, tourism, gas reserves, and a strong manufacturing sector make Egypt a major economic force. Key industries: Suez Canal trade route, tourism, which includes the pyramids and their ancient history, and oil and gas production. At the top of the list is Nigeria, Africa's largest economy. With a GDP of over $550 billion, Nigeria's wealth is driven by oil, but it is also expanding into technology, agriculture, and entertainment, with Nollywood being the second largest film industry in the world. Key industries: oil and gas, which is the largest in Africa, telecommunications and fintech. They're home to Flutterwave and Paystack, and agriculture and exports. Africa's wealth is not just a benefit to the continent, it plays a vital role in shaping the global economy as home to vast natural resources. Africa supplies the world with essential minerals, energy, and agricultural products that fuel industries across the globe. From rare earth minerals used in smartphones and electric vehicles to oil and gas reserves that power economies, Africa's resources are deeply integrated into global supply chains. The demand for these resources is growing, making Africa an essential partner in the world's transition to renewable energy and advanced technology. Beyond raw materials, Africa's economic strength also comes from its dynamic markets and young, rapidly growing population. As one of the fastest urbanizing regions in the world, Africa presents vast opportunities for trade, investment, and innovation. Multinational companies are increasingly looking to Africa for new consumers, technological advancements, and skilled labor, contributing to global economic expansion. The continent's rise in fintech, mobile banking, and digital entrepreneurship is also transforming international business landscapes. Additionally, Africa's cultural and creative industries spanning music, film, fashion, and art are gaining global influence, shaping trends and driving significant revenue worldwide. As Africa continues to develop, its wealth will not only elevate its own people, but also create a more interconnected and prosperous world. Africa's wealthy individuals are playing a transformative role in shaping the world, not just through business, but also through philanthropy, innovation, and global influence. Many are investing in industries that drive sustainable growth, from renewable energy to cutting-edge technology, helping Africa and the world adapt to modern challenges. Their contributions to education, healthcare, and infrastructure are empowering millions, creating opportunities that extend far beyond the continent. By funding startups, supporting creative industries, and championing African excellence on the global stage, Africa's richest are not only building wealth, but also redefining the continent's role in the global economy. Africa's richest nations are not just defined by their GDP, but also by their potential for growth, innovation, and economic diversification. As investments pour in, industries expand, and technology advances, Africa's wealthiest nations will continue to shape the continent's future. Who knows? The next economic giant might be rising right now. Stay tuned for more insights into Africa's growth and potential.